We all claim we want a better life, so why do we spend 90% of our time repeating the same exact habits that keep us stuck? It's the same ultimate contradiction of modern life, and one I had to move halfway across the world just to break. It isn't because people lack ambition, and it isn't because opportunities don't exist. More often than not, it's because the human brain is designed to value familiarity over possibility. Comfort feels safe, and safety has always been one of our strongest instincts. For most of human history, avoiding unnecessary risks has increased our chances of survival. Today, however, the world has changed much faster than our psychology. The same instinct that once protected us now convinces us to stay in jobs we dislike, avoid difficult conversations, and postpone our goals, and settle for lives that are simply not good enough. This is the deceptive nature of comfort. The comfort zone is uniquely deceptive because it rarely feels like a prison. It doesn't demand anything from you, instead it offers stability, predictability, and assurance that everything is under control. The catch is that comfort has a hidden compounding cost. It asks you to trade long-term growth for short-term certainty. The trade feels insignificant in the moment because it happens gradually. Some examples of this would be skipping the workout today because you're tired, or you're going to decide that you'll start your business the next year when the timing feels better, or you're going to tell yourself that you're going to learn a new skill after work because it becomes less stressful. None of these decisions seem catastrophic on their own, but over the course of months and years they form a rigid pattern. Eventually, you look around and realize the life that you wanted belongs to a younger version of you who still believed in taking risks. For me personally, the wake-up call didn't come from a book or a motivational video. It came from a massive, terrifying life change. I decided to step completely out of my comfort zone, and I moved to a new country, the United Kingdom. Uprooting my life meant dismantling every single safety net I had built. Suddenly, I had no familiar streets to walk down, no nearby family, and an entirely new cultural landscape to navigate. Simple everyday tasks like opening a bank account or figuring out how to use public transport felt like towering obstacles. There were plenty of moments of intense doubt where I asked myself, why didn't I just stay where life was easy, predictable, and comfortable? But that discomfort was the exact catalyst I needed. History and personal experience teach us the same lesson. Meaningful progress always begins with discomfort. Whether it's Michael Jordan dealing with the sting of being cut from a high school team, or an individual moving across the globe alone, growth demands that you embrace uncertainty. And even outside of major life relocations, our daily environments are engineered to keep us comfortable. And also we can see how technology has transformed our free time. Within seconds, you can open an app and consume hours of content designed to hijack your attention. There's nothing wrong with entertainment, but there is a massive difference between rest and distraction. Rest simply restores your energy so that you can return to meaningful work. Distraction simply delays that work. I've caught myself falling into this trap many times, finishing an evening feeling exhausted despite having done nothing physically demanding, and simply because passive consumption creates the illusion of achievement. It is always easier to watch someone else chase their dreams on a screen than to confront the uncertainty, failure, and friction involved in pursuing your own dreams. Psychologists often describe growth as something that happens just beyond the edge of familiarity. If a challenge is too easy, you stagnate. If it is impossibly difficult, you quit. The greatest progress occurs in the uncomfortable middle, where success is uncertain, but achievable through consistent effort. Athletes understand this instinctively. Muscles only become stronger after being pushed beyond what they are accustomed to. This is the exact same principle that can be applied to confidence and resilience and adaptability. Confidence is rarely the cause of action. It is almost always the result of it. When I first arrived in a foreign country, my confidence was tested daily. But I forced myself to speak up and navigate a maze alone and tackle problems with zero safety nets. And these qualities are not inherited at birth. They are forged through repeated exposure to situations that initially feel intimidating. Perhaps the greatest tragedy of the comfort zone is not that it prevents extraordinary success, but that it slowly convinces people to lower their expectations of themselves. Dreams turn into casual hobbies. Curiosity gets replaced with rigid routine. Eventually, people stop asking what they're capable of and focus entirely on maintaining what they already have. Yet human beings are remarkably adaptable. We are capable of learning, rebuilding, and growing far beyond what initially seems possible. And this is provided we are willing to accept the friction that growth demands. The irony of life is that discomfort is always temporary, while regret has a habit of lasting much longer. As we see years from now, very few people are going to look back and wish they had taken fewer chances or challenged themselves less. More often, they regret the opportunities that they missed, and because they were waiting for the perfect moment, they never started. In reality, that moment hardly ever arrives. Progress is going to begin the day someone decides that staying the same has become painful, and the better way is to change. The comfort zone may offer safety today, but growth has always belonged to those willing to step beyond it. The truth is, the comfort zone doesn't disappear overnight. Even after making a big change, you're going to catch yourself wanting to go back to what's easy. I still do. There are days when I'd rather stay inside, scroll on my phone, or tell myself I'm going to start tomorrow. But I've realized something. Every time I actually do the thing I don't feel like doing, life gets easier. Not because the task changes, but because I change. These things that once scared me become normal, and suddenly I'm ready for something even bigger and greater. And at the end of the day, no one is going to pull you out of your comfort zone. You can watch all the motivational videos in the world. You can read every single self-improvement book and spend hours planning your dream life, but none of it means anything if you never take action. The first step doesn't have to be massive either. You don't need to quit your job now or move to another country. It could be walking into the gym for the first time, spending 30 minutes learning a new skill, and sending that application you've been putting off. Or finally starting that project you've been talking about for months. Those small decisions might not seem important today, but they add up over time. And the hardest part is always getting started. Because once you take that first step, the next one becomes a little easier.